Oh man, oh man, oh man. Hate speech, free speech, opinion speech. That is the topic of this quick and to the point video. I'm on the forums. I realize this one right here is locked. No women as AI, please, or option required. Okay, it's locked, so I figure let me come check this out. Not being sexist, but in reality, this game needs some kind of reality at this stage. I need to pick the gender of my AI teammate, if anything, for realism, for obvious purposes. You know what? I completely agree with this guy. If you play a video game like this and you're a guy and you want all guys in your squad, you should have that ability to make that decision. And the developers should be living in today's day and age to ensure that that's an option. Don't get this twisted. There's no way you're playing Tomb Raider and you're switching out Lara Croft. You know, this isn't like you take one stance and it has to be across the board. You know what I'm saying? Like no, I put a stop to something like that. But with this, in Wildlands, they finally gave us the opportunity to edit our AI, and we could change their clothes and everything, and we could make them all women if we wanted, which is an option that they should have had on day one, and this game better have that option too. Why? Because girls are gamers too. And if I want to roll out as a woman with a fully decked out girl operative and four, women AIs rolling next to me, you should have that opportunity. On the other end of that is this guy's saying, yo, in reality, this game needs some type of way to ensure that your AI teammates are the sex you want them to be. Now it's 2019, so it's like, oh man, can we even talk about this? Is this hate speech? Is this free speech? Like all that bullshit that's going on in politics nowadays that's getting infested into gaming. But I wanted to see why this was shut down. And so I'm scrolling through. This guy just said, wow, LOL. Adds nothing. It adds nothing to the conversation. Some people ask for a full woman squad. Some people don't want women at all. Good thing you said option to turn off. There would have been a storm coming. Whatever. The AI team had better be fully customizable, down to the class gear loadout, or the backlash will probably get even worse. That's a post I agree with. A lot of people, when we could edit our AI in Wildlands, they wanted to even edit the guns, and Ubisoft was like, no, it's staying that way. I doubt they're going to let you edit the guns in this one too. We'll see. Who knows? You should be able to. You should be able to see or tell your AI if you want them to be snipers, assault, whatever, but whatever. Ubisoft will probably give them dedicated weapons and you'll still just be able to customize normal stuff like in Wildlands. But that makes sense. You think you get that option in reality? That's a good point. If you're on a team in today's day and age, you have a woman in your teams, you can't just kick her off because she's a woman. Didn't they have like the first ranger girl like pass the ranger class? I don't know if she did it up to the same standard as men. Whatever, I don't want to get into like politics or none of that. I want my whole AI squad to be misogynist trolls, please. Again, adding nothing here. They've already released gameplay footage and the bio for Fury, so she's a girl. Fury is a girl, that one AI. Being truthful, you don't want your women in your family to be in that position. That's a side point. Whatever you need to tell yourself, how you play Wildlands with a woman telling you what to do. But she was like your handler. She wasn't out in the field with you. Bowman was just someone telling you, hey, this is the job, go do it. That's normal. Checkmate. I guess spending time with women wouldn't even be an option. You see, now it's getting out of control. Here goes, now you start to realize why the community manager shut this thread down. This guy put a post with a bunch of people you can't even see. It looks like all men, but maybe there's some women in there. I don't know. Both have female operators in their recon squads. All I see are guys here, but it's very blurry. You didn't know gynophobia exists? More, see, these are the types of posts, guys. You need to come in here. More toggleable options are always welcome. Simple. Simple. You're giving actual feedback back to Ubisoft. Yes, please, Ubisoft. We want more options to toggle. So if we want men, we want women in our squads, we can do that. And then this guy, he responds, stopped acting like a fool. Did I play Bowman? She was just sending orders. She wasn't a real ghost. All the fools with irrelevant comments. When you think like a ghost, you become one. Curse what you say. Only real warriors know what it's like, and I've had plenty of women. May I suggest we stop giving this guy attention? And then boom, UB Insolent comes in. I'm closing this down. Seems like a troll thread. In all honesty, it didn't seem like a troll thread, but the thread had gotten to the point where it's just a bunch of dudes fighting over a simple request, which is, look, I don't want to play with women. Is that chauvinistic? Is that sexist? I don't know. Maybe the dude likes to immerse himself in a real combat situation and he feels like they should really only be him and 3 other dudes in the middle of the jungle fighting, and he doesn't, you know, he doesn't want to see a 140-pound woman, you know, do the carry and throw a 220-pound soldier on her back and run around. Maybe it ruins it for him. I don't know. I don't really care. When I played Wildlands on my PlayStation, I went through it once where I completed it with a guy. Then I went through it again with friends where I played as a girl. Then I went through it again as a guy with ghost mode. Like, so, you know, people like to switch things up. One of my favorite franchises of all time is Tomb Raider. And that's Lara Croft, man. She kicks ass and she's awesome. But this is what happens when posts go, you know, they go AWOL. People don't really respond. They don't add anything to it and it gets locked. Now, I'm sure Ubisoft is going to come in here and make sure that with the game, you can change out your AI's sex, you could change their gear and all that, because they have that component in Wildlands. But, you know, this is, it's really funny how you get to the point, the one post where the kid was like, yo, make sure I can play with all men, got shut down. You know, she ain't even, I don't know if is UB Insolent a guy or a girl, but they didn't even let that keep going because of the atmosphere of today's day and age in 2019 and the politics behind sexual orientation and all this BS. You know, we're lucky that this didn't get to the point where I want to make a non-binary, you know, transgender man, woman person. Can I do that? So I made the video the other day. Ubisoft, they give an inch and you want to take a mile. See, they weren't even gonna have AI. Now you have AI. Now you get posts like this. Now they're locked down. Everything is ridiculous in today's day and age. But I agree with the guy. Make sure that there are complete customizable options for our AI characters from head to toe. Weapons, that would be awesome. Guys, let me know, guys and girls. Just letting you know, ladies out there, when I say guys, I'm obviously just referring to everyone. Maybe I should just say, hey, everyone. But, you know, it's lingo. We're stuck in our habits. But guys and girls, if you're watching this, let me know what you think about this post. Was this kid, you know, are posts like this too far? Are they normal? You know, should we have fully customized AI like that? Did you like the fact that Ubisoft finally gave that to us in Wildlands? Let me know in the comments how you feel about this, and I will speak to you in the
We're sorry. You have reached a number that has been disconnected or is no longer in service.